Hello there, Keith Smith here, Bullwhip Fun with Keith and Princess Stephanie. Today I'm going to be talking about something that is dear to my Viking heart. What I'm going to be talking about today is targeting. I get a lot of questions about targeting, so that's why I kind of started doing some instructional videos. And people were saying at first, why don't you do a targeting video? Why did you do the bullwhip grip first? Well, everything I've done so far is about targeting. My strategy on this was to first talk about the proper grip and then talk about how to finesse the whip into getting the crack with the very minimal amount of force necessary, because those things lead directly into targeting. There's plenty of videos out there showing you how to do the different cracks, combos. They're all great. What I wanted to focus on was very specifically how to target and how to get to the place where you can be consistent with targeting. So that's what my videos have been about so far. It's been really fun to do. So what I'd like to discuss today is a little bit about how I go about it and kind of my philosophy on it a little bit. Basically, targeting comes down to having good technique with your cracks. You've got to start with good form. You've got to start with the proper grip, finesse. The thing with finesse, especially with targeting, is if you can crack the whip very gently and hit a target very gently when you want to, then when you go for a really fast, tough, beautiful crack, it'll be there for you and you'll be more consistent. Nobody hits every single time. God knows I don't. It's impossible. The best athlete in the world doesn't hit everything every time. But you can be very consistent if you do the proper techniques. So I think the proper techniques are having the good grip, solid technique, and then being able to finesse that crack. So when it comes to targeting, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. First, and I'm going to use a little example. If anybody out there has ever used a hammer and nail, okay, and I think most people probably have, you've got the hammer in your hand. When you're using the hammer, whatever you look at is what you're going to probably hit. So if you look at the nail, you'll probably hit the nail. If you look at your thumb, you're probably going to hit your thumb. Some of you are probably laughing right now because you just realized that that's why you did that. But anyway, it's very important with targeting, as with driving a nail, to focus like laser beam precision on your target. Keep your eye on the target at all times. If you look at your thumb, you'll hit your thumb. If you look at the nail, you hit the nail. That's how I focus with bullwhips, with targeting. Whatever I'm doing, I have a laser beam focus on that target. I don't take my eye off of it until I've hit it. So I think that's very crucial, just having that very focused look when you're going for the target. Just think of your eye. Wherever the eye goes, that's where the whip's going. And after you practice some with targeting, you'll understand that. It just takes a little practice. There's a big difference between just cracking in the air and cracking to where you're actually trying to hit something very specific. So, good grip, finesse the target, and then you just got to go out and you just have to start practicing. And one of the things I like to do when I practice is a little exercise called the Tickler. All right. What I do is I take a target. Right now, I've been using these little black caps a lot. Princess Stephanie gets this juice, and this is the cap off the juice bottle. And these make great targets. They're a nice size, they're a nice weight. So basically what I do is I go out and I put one of these on a table, and I just want to barely hit it. I'm trying not to knock it off the table. And I'm just kind of moving it around the table. I'm trying to finesse the crack. I'm trying to just barely tap it. Sometimes I just tap it. Sometimes I try to move it just a little bit. It's just an exercise to where you'll be better at focusing. you'll be better at using the smallest amount of force necessary to get the crack and to hit the target, and it will make you so much more consistent because you're trying to hit it very gently a few times. You're not just trying to go for that one big power crack. So when I go outside, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this on the table, and I'm going to take this 12-foot bullwhip. Of course, I could use a smaller whip, but I go big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the table, take this giant 12-foot bullwhip, and I'm going to try to finesse some cracks for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to tickle this target. I'm just going to whoop. We'll see if we can tickle this thing around the table. All right. That is enough jibba jabba. Let's go outside. All right. All right. Let's do this. Just tap it. See how easy that is? You're barely hitting it. Use different cracks. So that's the idea. You just try to very gently finesse the crack using the proper grip and just barely tickle it, and that will increase how well you target. It'll increase your feel for the whip. It will make you more consistent, basically, because if you can hit it very gently, you can easily hit it harder. All right, thanks for watching.